Hey guys, I'm out here at the range today and I am shooting the new 72 cal by Extreme Big Bore Air Rifles. If you want to see how this beast stacks up with power and accuracy, stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in this week to Colorado AIRGUNner. I'm doing a tabletop review of this Extreme Big Bore 72 caliber. I've already gone out, shot it, and got some accuracy power test results for you guys. So now I'm going to sit here and just give you the basics of this gun, and then I'll play the rest of the video where I'm out at the range. So a couple of things before I get going. A lot of you are familiar with the channel as Colorado Airgun Enthusiast, and I've made that change recently to make it Colorado AIRGUNner. Couple reasons. Mainly it's just simpler to say, easier for people to remember, and fits on merch and Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff better than the bigger one does, a little more legible. So Colorado AIRGUNner, formerly Colorado Airgun Enthusiast, thanks for sticking with me, thanks for subscribing, thanks for being here as part of the channel. So let's get right into it. This is, like I said, this is the Extreme Big Bore 72 caliber. Basically the same platform as the rest of their guns. And it's kind of the traditional older style over and under. And by that I just mean the barrel is over the reservoir's under the barrel. It's kind of the traditional way these things were built, you know, by Dennis Quackenbush back in the day. Real similar still today, but very functional, very powerful, and still I believe has a place in the modern day airgunning world. It's a 2-bolt design, so it's got 1 bolt to open up the breech, throw the projectile in, and then it's got a second bigger bolt down here to cock it and get it ready to fire. So a couple things about this gun is, so this thing has an amazing trigger on it. It's a Timney trigger. It's one of their hunting triggers. It's not adjustable. It's not a match grade, but as I say in the next segment, ultra crisp, ultra clean, consistent break every single time. I'd say it pulls 2.5, 3 pounds, but gorgeous trigger, something you would expect on a high-end semi-custom gun. And I say semi-custom because they're not really made to order. He does produce a fair amount of guns every year, and a lot of times he has them in stock. And that's John Wiley over at Extreme Big Bore. And so anyways, 2-bolt design. This is with the walnut stock, really beautiful piece of wood. I went with this silver trigger guard, and man, it's a really nice piece of wood. This gun fills to 4,500 PSI, and you get 3 shots out of it. The first 2 shots are touching or really close to touching at 50 yards, 1 inch to 1.5 inches, depending on projectile, maybe 2 inches at 100 yards. But with one of these projectiles, it's doing like 1.25 inches at 100 yards off the same fill, which is amazing. And a couple of features that I love about this gun. This one is a little older, and it was produced by Brent when he owned the company. So I sent it back to John Wiley, and he updated it to make it have all the exact same features as the new one. And one of those is a pressure gauge right here, so you can see what you're filling your reservoir to. The fill on this is at the end of the reservoir down here. It's got a really nice CNC machine, threaded, screw-on Foster fitting cover. It does fill with a standard Foster fitting, which is always really nice, especially on a big bore, but you don't have to have the probe. So it's got the oversized cocking handle on it, so another nice big piece of CNC machine billet that gives you a great platform to hold on to cock this thing. It is a powerful gun, and it does take a little effort to cock it. Once it's cocked, there it is. There is no safety on this gun like a lot of the big bores in this style. However, they did work in a safety catch. So when that's on, you can hit that trigger and it won't go off. So you can hit that trigger when it's in this position, it's not going to go off. What that allows you to do is have this thing sitting here cocked and ready, and then something comes in or you want to take a shot. It's just a matter of that, which I know it probably doesn't seem like much, but when you cock that thing, it doesn't sound loud right here, but trust me, at 7:30 a.m. in the morning as the sun's coming up and the woods are quiet, you hear it. So got the little the little safety detent right there, good to go, and beautiful gun. Decock it like most guns. Just hold on to it, ease that trigger off, and I've just got a little 3x9 ballistic reticle hawk on it, which is perfect for this gun. I put some swivel studs on it, and this thing is gorgeous. They're made in super low batch numbers right here in the United States of America. Their quality control is really good. The precision, the fit, the fitment, everything on these guns is top notch. They are absolutely beautiful. And this, I think, is just someone who's maybe looking to have something besides, you know, the big three, the hammer, the pile driver, Texan, you know, bottle fed guns that look odd in my opinion, you know, and to a lot of people, they just look a little weird. This is a more traditional style rifle. But this thing lays it down. It is not just beautiful. This gun's got some power. So I'll go over a few of the projectiles I have for you. Down here, I've got the, all right, these are all from Mr. Hollow Point, and they are cast, as you know, if you're familiar with his product, from Pure Awesome. So he's got the lock on the Pure Awesome, you know, he's got the patent on it, so if you want it, you got to get it from him. And first one I got right here is a 440 grain. I did not crony that one. This is the one it really loves, and this is the 530 grain. This thing goes fast, hits hard, and shoots pretty flat. That one I'll have to throw the numbers up, or they're a little later in the video. With a gun like this, I'm a little more interested in foot-pounds than I am feet per second, but this one, the 530 grains, doing right at 700 foot-pounds, which is, you know, big. And then I got one right here. This thing is basically, I don't know if you can see that, but it's basically hollow all the way down to the base. This is a 730 grain. And then I've got a much more solid, thick 760 grain. This thing is a jackhammer. I mean, it's ridiculous. This one, with this slug, it's doing 800 foot-pounds, and with this slug, it's doing 700 foot-pounds. So, incredible power. I wouldn't classify it as a long-range gun. I'd say this thing's kind of built and intended for that point blank out to 100 yards. And I've shot it at 150 yards, no problem. So you could push it if you wanted to, but I just feel like it's just a really good gun to zero at 50, and then with the BDC, I got holdovers all the way out to 100 yards. And I feel like that's kind of the range for this thing. But again, it's just a beautiful piece of machinery. A really nice piece of work. If you're looking for something that's not, you know, coming out of a box, made in a factory somewhere far away, or even if you don't want a Texan, which if you know me, you know I love Texans. I've got multiple of them and absolutely love them. But it's got a place and it's awesome. And if you guys are interested in getting into one of these, you can hit up Robin at Extreme Big Bore Air Rifles, or you can hit up John Wiley at Extreme Big Bore Air Rifles. So in making this video and getting this thing sighted in, I was kind of looking forward to this hunt I've got coming up next week. And it's the 4th annual Big Bore Airgun Hunt with Chad Simon in West Virginia. I've been looking forward to this hunt for the last 3 years. Couldn't get there last year due to COVID, all that crap. So anyways, I've got this thing sighted in at 50, holdovers all the way out to 100. I'm dying to get me shooting something with this thing on video. So, you know, without any further ado, let's get this thing out on the range and I'll show you what she can do.
This thing is a beauty and a beast. I mean, it is one exceptionally made gun. I was planning on shooting it when I was elk hunting recently. I didn't get a chance to. I filled it to 4,500 PSI probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I just wanted to check the pressure. It is still sitting dead on at 4,500 PSI. This thing does not leak a smidgen of air. It's got a beautiful walnut stock, a nice matte finish on it. Let's get this thing on the bench here and see what it can do. All right, got it sighted in. First one I'm gonna shoot for groups. Shoot at least a 2 or 3 shot group. I've got it on the regulator, so these are simulating fill, shoot, fill, shoot, fill, shoot. So saves me the trouble of doing that though. These are Mr. Hollow Points, 530 grain hollow point. I'll give you a close up of these and get rid of my spectacles. They are cast, as you know, from Pure Awesome. So it's traditional double bolt design. All right, 50 yards, first shot for a group with the 530 grain. So even if I'm off center a little bit, I'm gonna lay like 3 in there just for a group. Notice I'm keeping my eye really far back. This takes up a lot of eye relief, this Eagle Vision. I'm gonna make sure I don't get scoped. I'm still wearing a bruise. It's got a beautiful crisp trigger. If I had to guess, I'd say it probably pulls that. It's a Timney trigger. He puts those on all his guns. If I had to guess, I'd say it's set at a couple pounds, but you know, it's a hunting trigger and the release is just, oh man, it's ridiculously crisp. I mean, it's Timney quality. And you know, honestly, paying a lot of money for a custom gun like this, you want the best stuff on it, and this one is just hands down the best materials you can get and put into a custom made air gun. All right, second shot for the group. Make sure we're still good, yep. Pretty darn close to that one. Let's throw 3 in there. Just give it a nice little 3-shot group. I want to make sure it's seated the same every time for good repeatable accuracy. All right, there's 3 with that one. We'll go take a look at that, and then we'll shoot some bigger stuff. All right, we shot a group with the 530s. Now we're gonna shoot a group with the 735 grain 72. I mean, that thing is like a can of beans. Holy cow. It's amazing. What a giant piece of lead that is. Same thing, want to get that bad boy seated up in there. 735 grains at 4,400 PSI. Holy cow. Let's see what this thing does. I'm guessing the recoil will be a little more. Make sure my eye is nice and far back. Oh, it got me. Damn, yeah, that's got some recoil. I gotta keep my eye a little further back. Holy cow, woo! That's just fun to shoot, man. Holy cow, that has got some kick, man. That's freaking awesome. I can't wait to see what that scope cam footage looks like. Oh, it got me. And it's still dead center on the target as far as the vertical. Just a little lower, which you would expect. It's, you know, 205 grains heavier. one more. If I've got enough air, I'm going to push this thing out to 100 just to see what it'll do with those 530s. I can tell already it doesn't like these quite as much, but man, that is a big chunk of lead, and at 50 yards, it's still kill shot on anything. I also might have pulled that one a little bit because it had knocked me in the nose on the shot before. I think I might have been just a teeny bit flinchy on that one. Much better. Yeah, I think that one was me, but still, 3 shots, almost touching at 50 yards. We'll throw this thing on the crony and see what we're getting for foot pounds. All right, there are my 3 shots with the 735 grains. At 50 yards, I'd say that's about 1.5 inches. That one was me. I got a little flinchy with it because the first one, the scope popped me in the nose because I'm using the Eagle Vision scope cam, and it takes up all my eye relief. So I'm pretty sure that one was me. I know I could stack another one in there, but I'm running low on air, shooting a couple of 4,500 PSI guns today. But, you know, 1 inch, 1.5 inches at 50. There's the 530s touching. Pretty sure that one was me as well, but like I said, I can't just sit here and shoot it for groups all day, but pretty darn good at 50 yards for a gun that's shooting 530 and 735 grain slugs. Alright, so here's my 100-yard 2 shots off the same fill with the 72 Extreme Big Bore. I mean, that's amazing. That's 1 inch center to center at 100 yards off one fill. Thanks for tuning in this week. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in getting into one of these guns, you can find them online at extremebigboreairrifles.com. I'm Jim Fisher, and thanks for watching The Colorado Airgun Enthusiast.